Welcome back to Mango Lagoon. I hope you're having a blessed day. I wanted to give everyone a kind of an update on the sponges that I've picked up and how they're doing. I have quite a few of them. Most of them are doing okay. I got a couple that are growing pretty good, but I wanted to give you all an update. You can see, I don't know if anyone knows anything about sponges. I did not know a whole lot, so I'm kind of learning on the fly. But you can see I have this kind of yellow tint almost to the water, and I think that is because from what I've been reading I have a lot of dissolved organic carbons or dissolved organic matter in the water because I have no filter, no skimmer, no mechanical filtration or anything on the tank, and obviously all the fish poop and everything just dissolves. But that's what sponges live on. They think they live on, from what I've read, about 70% dissolved organic matter. I have been feeding Brightwell Aquatics Phytoplankton S, which is their nano, anyway, I'm not sure on all the phyto. It's the smallest phytoplankton. It's like 1 nanometer, I think, micrometer. And so it should do it. And then I've been feeding Brightwell Aquatics, what's this other one? Reef Blizzard Zero as well. It's for sponges and filter feeders, things like that. So I've been feeding that to the tank. But anyway, I want to give you an update on the sponges. So my favorite here is the blue sponge. Now the blue sponge has grown a good amount, actually. It has filled on in quite a bit. Hello, Mr. Banggai Cardinal. I moved it a little from where it was originally. You can see down in here, this hole underneath it was pretty big, and it had a pretty big gaping hole, and it had a little strand showing up. It's almost all the way filled on in down in there. So I have noticed quite a bit of growth from the blue sponge, which is pretty neat. So it seems to be thriving kind of as of now in the tank. I've gotten this red ball sponge over here. This one was just a couple weeks ago. Haven't noticed really any growth, but it has all the little openings on it have little kind of like I don't know what the word for it would be, but you can see where they have almost like a little clear, I don't know if I can zoom in on them. Yeah, you can kind of see them. See the little clear openings right there where they're pulling on in. I don't know if that's where they pull in water or expel the water. I do have this orange ruffle sponge or elephant ear sponge that I picked up pretty cheap. The coloring has perked up quite a bit since I got it. It was kind of a paler orange, where now it's pretty decent orange. There's another Banggai Cardinal. The yellow ball sponge I got, I had a video out there where I talked about how you could mount it by putting it on a toothpick. That didn't work. I removed the video. Don't listen to me. I was wrong. Because poking a hole in it caused it to release this almost clear film over it on the bottom, and then some bristleworms climbed up in it and they poked out through the top, and I think it's trying to heal itself because underneath this little white film it's almost coming back. So we'll see whether that comes back at all. I did pick up this kind of this pink sponge over here. Now this one is not doing well. This one has been slowly kind of disintegrating. That's not algae on it. That is kind of the carcass of the sponge left over as it's slowly been disappearing. So this one is not doing well. I'm hoping maybe it'll dwindle down and some of it remains, and then maybe it'll start growing back. I've heard sponges can do that. It's really beautiful. The color when I got it a couple weeks ago was amazing. You can see the pink on there, but it's slowly kind of dwindling away. So I don't think this one's surviving, unlike this blue sponge, which I can definitely tell is growing. I also have some photosynthetic sponges in here. I have the red photosynthetic sponge. Now this one too was kind of dwindling away where I had it over there where it wasn't getting as much light, kind of on the edge of the tank. And I moved it right here underneath, pretty much directly underneath all the lights, and it has grown real puffy since then. Hold on, my flow is kicking back on. Let me shut it off again real quick. I also have this blue plating sponge right here. I think the plating sponges, they kind of look, when they grow on out, they kind of look almost like a Montipora capricornis, kind of like a plating Montipora, which should be pretty neat as soon as I get the red and the blue growing on out. And then I also have a purple photosynthetic plating sponge that's right over here. Now this one just kind of came loosely, and I shoved it down in the rock work down here, and it's growing pretty well. This one's filled out, is growing pretty well. So all the photosynthetic sponges are growing pretty neat. My urchins are doing a decent job on this green turf algae. I got 2 urchins. I think I need to get a couple more. They're cleaning a lot of it, but we'll see. I was hoping to add the sponges. They give a lot of color to the tank compared to just some of the soft corals that I have. So I think eventually when everything starts growing on out, should add some color. Now this is not going to be as fancy or as colorful as, you know, say a lot of folks' tanks with their bluer tanks where they get the corals fluoresce. You know, soft corals do not fluoresce anything. You know, most of them don't even fluoresce at all. You know, anything like, you know, some of the other corals out there do, but I wasn't going for that. I was going for easy. So anyway, I just wanted to update you on all the sponges that I've got. I think they're pretty neat. Hopefully, maybe when they grow larger, they'll start to clear up that yellowing water that I have. But anyway, this is just, again, all an experiment. I want to see whether I can keep a tank with no filtration, 3 red mangroves, and just some live rock and live sand, a heater, and some pumps. So thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good day. Remember, take a few moments throughout your day to just quiet on down when you're looking at your tank and be thankful for everything we have, especially this Christmas time of year. Y'all have a good day.